What up? What up? What up? Bankroll Tim, bet it up. Got the front brakes completely on. What's that, Jello Joe? You got a Willwood sticker that you didn't ask me for, but it's okay, huh? All right. So, got the front Willwood brakes, 4 piston setup on the front of the Grand Prix. It is all done. I mean, the front is all done, completely bled. Boom, I know that light over there is blinding, but so the pads, everything's centered, the rotor rolls good. It took 2 shims on the bottom between the caliper and the bracket, 2 shims on the top, which made everything even and square. So the pads will wear in the right way. You have 2 patterns on these, which I don't know why they don't offer this hub with 3 patterns, because you can get away with the 5-inch to be on here. But you know, you guys, Willwood doesn't make the 5-inch. But 4.5 is your smaller circle for bolt pattern, and obviously 4 3/4. These are always 1/2 inch by 20 threads. So if you were to buy this and put it on and think that the lug nuts that you have on the car already, Jello, I don't need you to make noise right now, babe. So 1/2 inch by 20, where this car came metric, 12 by 1.5. So you can't use whatever lugs. So if you have aftermarket lugs on your wheels, then you go to this setup, you have to change to the 1/2 inch lug nut. But yes, I got black braided lines on this one. The adapter, the correct fitting on the back of here, which is a 90. Boom, the hose runs up that way. Boom, there's plenty of room for the wheel to turn, and it doesn't stretch the hose out. Got the clip, brand new gold clip on there. I didn't put the rusty ass old clip on there. I got new clips, I buy them in bulk. This over here, we got more light on the subject. So again, Jello, please, baby. So, as you can see, again, it's square down there, shimmed right. The tip of the bolt for the bracket is not rubbing the rotor. Nothing's rubbing. Spins nice. Cap is on. This wheel, you know, is the billet wheel, so it takes a center cap, which it's got plenty of distance in there that the cap is gonna sit in there just fine, so you don't have to run it without the cap. Forge out a wheel, stuff like that, any other wheel, like a 3-piece wheel. Most of the time you end up having to not run this cap, or if they got the cap extension for the wheel to bring it out, blah, blah. But yeah, touched it up a little bit with the paint. Just here and there, little spots, whatever. So now what I'm about to do is take these back wheels off, get the drums off, drain the rear end, get the rear end cover off, and I'll show you guys how I frame notched it 3 years ago, which, as you can see through the wheel, I never cleaned up the welds. Back then, my prices were a lot cheaper, and I was actually doing way more for way less. And when it was all said and done, at the end of the day, I was making a couple $100 off of a big job, and that wasn't paying the bills. I don't know if you guys noticed my sign. Got it at an estate sale. Nice, cool little Chicago club sign. I don't know. It's all good. All right, so we got this rear end I mentioned in a video a couple weeks ago. It's a box Chevy rear end, or a 95. The pallet says 95 Caprice, whatever. Getting all taken apart. I'm waiting on the axles. The axles were ready the other week. I didn't have time to pick them up. Now I've been calling my guy that is about 45 minutes to an hour away, and he hasn't picked up the phone. He's in a machine shop, and I'm gonna call tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be ready, so that way I can narrow this rear end, putting buckets on it, bracing it. Everything's getting hooked up. It'll be painted, blah, 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 blah. That's what's going on that. I'm gonna get some time on this in a couple days, and I'm gonna get some time in on the GN in a couple days. But that is where we're at, everybody. Bankroll Tim, Bet It Up Customs. GP is closer to being out of the door, out the way. But all right, y'all, remember, Bet It Up Customs, Bankroll Tim, it's on. Peace out.